family, this is Crow's Attack Master. Welcome back to another episode of Crow's Newsletter. This week we're going to be talking about S4 League. But before we start, let's talk about what's going to happen this week. Well, this week's going to be a little special because this is actually going to be the first episode of my new series, Donkey Kong Country for the SNES or for the Super Nintendo, if you don't know what that is. Which is a really good series. I already have the first episode so done. It'll obviously be done on Wednesday. Once I get a few episodes of Donkey Kong in, I will be doing a second series, so I will be able to do two series. I think dude might do out now. I should be free in the mornings, so I'll be able to focus more on that. So that's true. Then we got everything settled. So, but I'll just wait until like we get to episode 10 or 12 in Donkey Kong Country and how far I get those. But let's get started. To talk about S4 League. If you don't know what S4 League is, pretty much it's an FPS game. Kind of like Call of Duty, but more it's better to play on third person than first person on like Call of Duty. Due to the fact that it is more, it's really quick paced on top of that. Each person has a really different weapon. You have two weapons. You have two different. You have the pistols and the rifles. And I think you might have tanks and stuff. But yeah, pistols, rifles, and close combat, which can end up being like knives or swords or double. And each weapon has its own ability, you know, speed and reload. So that's what I was. I was a dual pistol, 6 shots each. So, but I had a quick reload. That's why. So 6 shots each, quickly reload, and I had a sword. Long sword. I wish I could remember the name, but it was a pretty decent sword that did a lot of damage for me. And the clothes are pretty much customizable. That's the only down part, that you can't keep your clothes forever. You have to pay in-game money to keep it for a permanent period of time. With a contest, or just keep spending money if you want to keep it, which was always a downfall. I did play S4 League. I wouldn't say I'm not the best, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good because I was addicted to it for like 1 week. So the first 2 days I didn't get it, then the 5 days I get the hang of it. I was like, you know, strategizing. You know, there's also flight in that game, which is really adds a nice dimension when your character's above everybody, and you can't really shoot them when they're constantly shooting down at you. So it was a really hard task. So when it came to it, being under a bridge usually helped. Or behind an alley where they usually don't see it, like pretty much going around the map, which was a nice technique they used. But I like being in the center, usually under a bridge, so I can at least shoot something out. And if I really want to take them down, I would pretty much be level by jumping on roof, which is really hard, which is so cool. Not only the game has like team deathmatch, it also like capture the flag, little tag, which is really fun. Reaper. It's a really fun game. That's what S4 League. The only problem I had, like I said, like I said, you can't keep it close, but neither can you keep your weapon forever, except some beginner items, which was a downfall. I really liked my setup. The button scheme, it wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty well. You know, a decent mouse and a good keyboard, pretty much the default keyboard that you get with, is good enough. You know, it's not hardcore like, you know, you ain't playing Call of Duty, because that's a little more intensive. It's not that intensive. You get ability, and on top of that, you have like bonus like stats that you can use so you can get more points or do more damage when you respawn, which is really nice. You know, at the end. Anything else? Well, they're very like the maps. The maps are they really have some sort of meaning. They're not just like there for show like Call of Duty. Even though it does play like scenery like this and that, this is more like we're playing space. We're running the library. It's a lot more random, unlike Call of Duty. Call of Duty is more. They try to keep it more realistic. This is keeping it fantasy, which I like about this, because with fantasy, you don't know what's gonna be the map. You know, when you're in a futuristic library, when we play the other one, you're in a modern, it's ancient Chinese civilization. You know, it's really interesting. Neo Tokyo, 1960 Neo Tokyo style playground, and it's really good. Till with that, you can also form some nice groups with that. Can you really get in really deep into that? You could, but it's mostly like through skill. There's no real leveling up, even though there is a leveling system. But it's more like Call of Duty, just different rank, just few awards. Like, it's not even there to unlock guns. You can get some of these guns just by buying them if you have the money. Sorry, I got a little tired. Like midnight when I'm recording this. And how the graphics are, they're pretty decent. It's like cartoony though. You can adjust it so you can be a little bit more realistic or a little bit more cartoony. Personally, I like being a little more cartoony. It's just much more pleasant to the eye. There are some bright colors that will they really work on the bright color, but they also do make it up with the dark characters that go around. And quick pace, so everything seems darker when you're like moving around. The shading is amazing. Some of the stuff is pretty amazing. How balanced is it? It's pretty broken. Once you get fly and a sniper, that's pretty much in a pretty decent, like not even a quick blade, like a powerful blade. That's all you need, because you can paralyze them with your gun. So a sniper, some flying wings, and a powerful sword. You can kill an opponent in 2 hits from distance. It's really overpowering. It's not because I know, it's because I've seen people play and it's not even cool. I wish it was more balanced. It's probably more balanced. The last time I played it was about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, which was okay. It's nothing like Or Kingdom, ranking system actually work for your levels. But this is something to prove. You have something to show for it when you do win. I think when you win some money, and depending on how good you did, you win a certain amount. If you're top of your team, obviously you get triples. If you get triples like that amount, if you're second, you get double, and third, whatever, and so on and so forth. To the point that you only get only like 25 in-game points to use, which isn't very much, but if you keep getting better and showing off or killing, because kills and deaths really matter. Sorry man, I'm talking really loud. So kills and deaths and how you place in a round depends how much money you would get in one match. You go get up to 1,000, which is pretty hefty amount. But the better characters you play, the more money you would get. You go to obviously like most games, you buy some in game with real money, which preferably I wouldn't do it myself on this game, because this game none of the stuff is like permanent. I mean, I see people try to keep permanent by like constantly buying it with in-game points that they earn by doing quests, which there isn't really a quest, more like achievements, unlike War Kingdom. So that's the quest board is not really, so there's no true purpose, just for the fun of it. Personally, it's a good game. I would like to casually play, and that would have been a nice game. So but it's not the game, because due to the fact that it's all about skill and not even skill, it's just about like how much money you can spend and like how much practice you get in. Which if you practice just 10 minutes a day, you could become #1 player within like 3 weeks if you spend the in-game money just to get the the powerful stuff. But it's not so far, so I wouldn't even spend it. And my rating for the game would be like 6 out of 10. It's a good game though. The graphics are amazing. The items and the balance of the game is real broken. That really ruins the experience for newcomers and old and veterans seem to get bored. So eventually newcomers will eventually replace the veterans, and the process cycle. It should always be kept balanced somehow, when at least newbies have a chance of beating a newcomer, a veteran somehow. I hope that they fix that in updates when I go check back. They might have. But that's pretty much it. For next week, I have decided to do obviously annoying one, League of Legends. League of Legends, it's obviously a really common game, but I explain why I would be good at it and why I like it so much. But I really want. I'm not running out, but there's about like 2 minutes, about a minute left. So I'll see you guys next time. This crow gotta fly. Bye bye.
Move away from there. I want you to forget that you saw me.